Let's build this unity. Let's build people who are not organized need to come into organization. People who are organized need to come into the Black is Back coalition so that we can have a common trajectory. We can be united as much as it's possible to be united. We do that. What we're doing is joining this wave of mankind that's currently involved in sweeping imperialism off the face of the planet Earth. We say all power to the people.
My name is Diop. I'm the president of the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement and the local chair of the Black is Back Coalition for Social Justice, Peace, and Reparations, which is an African community-led coalition, an organization of various different organizations, some of whom are with us today, Brother Cephas Johnson and the Oscar Grant Foundation, the Race for Times Media Group, and of course the Uhuru Movement. And we are here as a coalition to first and foremost express our complete, not only solidarity, but unity with the struggle and demand for justice for Alan Bluford. Yeah! But more than that, it's our responsibility to educate this city council, because it's clear that this city council, like every other city council that I've seen and that I'm sure has ever presided over any city in the United States of America, has never been capable of serving justice or representing the interests of the black community in the city of Oakland or anywhere else in this country. This city council has proven itself to be like every other city council that we've seen in this country for the last 400, 200 years, however many years you want to attribute to the history of this country, where African people have never received any type of justice in this process. So first and foremost, I just want to say that I have no confidence in the City Council of Oakland to provide justice for the African community. Somebody asked the question, correctly so, as to what went wrong. The process is broken. But the reality is that the process always seems to be broken. Right now in this country, every 36 hours, another black man, woman, or child is killed by the police in this country. And on every single occasion, you never see the police being prosecuted, jailed, or receiving any other type of consequence. And I was here, like many others who are in this room right now, back in May, when the family confronted you demanding some type of answers and a transparent process to ensure that you are doing everything in your power to bring justice for Alan Bluford. 6 months later, we see that nothing has been done. So it's clear that the City Council of Oakland is useless. And I don't think it's about the individuals. I think it's an organization. It's a structural question. I believe that it is the City Council and every other agency within the U.S. government's responsibility to make sure this war against the black community continues to rage on. So I'm really here to address those who have enough intelligence to stand in unity with Alan Bluford and to build a movement to take the power away from those who have these clowns in their pockets, and to build a real movement demanding justice and self-determination, a movement demanding power and self-determination for African people. Two things. On October 6th, we're going to be holding an event known as Day in Solidarity with African People, which is a specific call for the white community, those who are here and those who are in the city that can increasingly hear the demand and the criticisms being raised against this government. This is a call for the white community to turn your backs in every way possible on this government that has done nothing but wage war on oppressed people, not only in this country, but around the world. And to stand in principled unity and solidarity with the movement led by African people ourselves who are victims of this war. On the other hand, we are saying that we as the African community, I'm not done. On October 6th, on October 7th, we are building the Black Community Convention. We are building are building the Black Community Convention, which is going to be led by the Black is Back Coalition. And in this process, we are calling for African people ourselves to establish our own city council. How many times are we going to go to this city council and expect some results when the power has always been in our hands? That's why they want us to come here instead of organizing solutions on our own. And that's why on October 6th, we are organizing the Black Community Convention. We want everybody here to be there. It's going to be held at the Uhuru House. And our responsibility is to rebuild and complete the revolutionary process that was initiated by the Black Panther Party, who was clear that we're not going to get solutions from the city council, but we got to get organized under our own leadership. So that's what the Black
Long live revolution.
So we appreciate you.
You know, I'm gonna have this council chambers clear in a second. I understand that.
Let's build this unity. Let's build people who are not organized need to come into organization. People who are organized need to come into the Black is Back Coalition so that we can have a common trajectory. We can be united as much as it's possible to be united. We do that. What we're doing is joining this wave of mankind that's currently involved in sweeping imperialism off the face of the planet Earth. We say all power to the people.
That's right. And we want to really struggle, as it was said before, we must build organization. The fact is that the city council represents an organization. The OPD is an organization. And they are organizations which serve the specific purpose and interests of the white ruling elite of this city. We're talking about an economy in the Oakland and San Francisco Bay Area that was built off of the theft of the land of the Mexican people. It's an economy that was built off of the theft of labor of black people working in them docks for Kaiser. That is the basis of the wealth that is in the city of Oakland's treasury right now. That's right. And instead of that money going towards economic development for a starving black community, 40% plus of the city's budget go towards police and prisons that attack the black community on a regular basis. This is the basis for the murder, the assassination of Alan Bluford. This is the basis for discriminatory anti-African laws like the gang injunction that is specifically designed to contain the black community and keep us separated from our own resources. Right. And the reality is that the resources that continue to be stolen from the black community, historically, those same resources have flowed into the white community as well. And they expect for that money to pay you off. They say that white people will join in the U.S. government attack on Africans, Mexicans, Iraqi people, Palestinians, because they promise you a 2-car garage and a swimming pool in your backyard. But we see now that the people, oppressed people around the world, are fighting back. No longer is that oil going to leave Iraq or Iran or Venezuela without a fight. And that's why the U.S. economy is experiencing a crisis right now. That stolen loot ain't so abundant no more. And that's why they're not giving the white folks the money that they used to give them. And that's why Occupy emerged. But we're saying it's not enough. just to occupy against the current policies of imperialism. The demand is to occupy against imperialism itself.
That's right.
And imperialism is not just in Egypt. Imperialism is not just in Iraq. Imperialism is not just in Syria. Imperialism is in East Oakland.
That's right.
Imperialism murdered Alan Buford. That is imperialism. That is capitalism. And you have a responsibility to unite with the struggle for black people to be in control of our resources and our own government, our own police, our own city council. That's why we're passing out them flyers. These white people right here got enough intelligence to know that there ain't no future in capitalism. There ain't no future in that two-car garage. The future is in the oppressed, resisting and fighting for their national liberation. And that's why we passing around them flyers for Day in solidarity with African people. Be there on October 6th. October 6th at the Marxist Nebel Library Proctor. What is it called? They're passing out the flyer. Be there and unite with that struggle. Take a principled stance in solidarity with the struggle for African self-determination. And on October 7th, be at the Black Community Convention, at which we're going to build our own city council. We tired of waiting for these Negroes, shucking and jiving, don't even have enough respect for the family and their own community to give you a simple police report. To challenge the police for lying, telling bold-faced lies, violating the police code and all that they say. So that's what the demand is all about. We want to invite the Bluford family to be part of that process as well. I'm very humbled and honored to be in the presence of all of you comrades. Forward, down with imperialism, justice for Alan Bluford, justice for Alan Bluford, justice for Alan Bluford, justice for the black community.